Hi, this is 5 Questions with an ISHLT member, and I am Jess Burke, Director of Marketing and Communications with the International Society for Heart and Lung Transplantation. And today I am excited to be interviewing Amy Emmarco from the ISHLT's vibrant nursing and allied health professional community. Hi, Amy.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I
Well,
appreciate it.
yeah, thank you so much for being here. And before we dive into our 5 standard questions, if you could start just by sharing who you are and what you do, that would be great.
Sure. So my name's Amy. I work at NYU, and I'm the Mechanical Circulatory Support Clinical Resource Nurse, which is a little bit of a mouthful, but I work with the temporary devices, provide support for the staff, as well as primarily I work with the durable devices, the LVAD devices, and I provide direct education to the patients and families who receive these devices. So I'm really excited about what I do here for our program.
That's fantastic. Well, and there's always, it's a great intersection that you provide of nursing and MCS. So you provide a really great perspective to the society. So speaking of that, what got you involved in ISHLT? Why did you join, and what keeps you part of the society?
Well, I think it's just really great to collaborate with clinicians from all over and bring people together and really hear from experts so that best practice can really be provided, and just to be able to learn from so many individuals who have so much experience and know so much in the field. So I think that's a really important thing to be involved with.
Absolutely. It's definitely a sharing of perspectives. So what got you started on your career path? How did you end up at NYU? How did you end up in working in LVADs? How'd you get there?
So I used to be a post-operative, like cardiac surgical nurse, and then when I finished my NP degree, I was looking for, something, another area to go into. And my manager at the time actually recommended this position when it was available, because I had always been, passionate about the education aspect of nursing. Then I applied. So I've been a nurse since 2008 here. And since I've graduated, I've been with NYU. I do live in New Jersey, and it's a commute, but it's just a really great place to work. So it's worth the bus ride in. And then, so when this position became available, I was lucky enough, to interview and get chosen to work with the team I work with. And I'm just really lucky. Not my core team is really good. All the nurses, social work, it's just collaboratively such a really great environment. Everyone's really invested in making sure that patients with mechanical circulatory supports do well, and it's really nice to just even be a part of that. So that was kind of my journey to get where I am now.
Absolutely. And I thought I detected a hint of my native state's accent. So we'll have to talk about the difference between Taylor ham and pork roll after this. Um, so tell me about a meaningful milestone, either in your career or in the field, that you'd like to share, that you're focused on.
Well, I guess just recently, I collaborated actually with our ECMO coordinator and some of our team members, and our article was accepted to the SIO journal. It's not released yet, but just having a publication be accepted, like a project you worked so hard on, to see it being recognized is really exciting. Our paper is about the ECMO device during the pandemic. The nurses at our institution basically received a crash course on this intervention, as highly it takes a lot to care for a patient on ECMO support, both physically, and, these patients with COVID-19 were critical. And then on top of that, to have this another layer of complexity on these patients having ECMO and having to have this, quick training session. So what we did is we interviewed some of the nurses who were, I was grateful that they were able to talk to us about their experience, and we did a qualitative study just looking at their experience. So I'm just really proud of that, and just so grateful for the team that worked on that paper, and then also the nurses who took the time to really speak with us about that experience, and everything that the nurses did during that time, with all their patients, but especially those with that added layer of complexity of having an MCS device. So I guess I'm just really proud of that project. So.
That's fantastic. Congratulations on that. And it definitely sounds like something that the community would be really interested in reading. So when it's out, you'll have to share it with everyone, post it on the ISHLT Connect forum so people can read. So when you think about the future of your specialty, when you think about MCS nursing and ECMO, what do you see on the horizon for that?
So I specifically work primarily with the LVAD devices, and
Right.
I mean, I guess what I would love to see is for patients' quality of life, if there was a way to improve the technology that the peripheral equipment improves. I think, strides have been made if you look at, the history of LVADs and, the size of the pumps, and we've come a long way. But I think for these patients at the end, they're still having to carry around this equipment. If there was, any pathway for a fully implantable device, that would, be amazing. But even just to find a way to provide this technology for the patients that is more, compatible with having a better quality of life, because, LVADs, again, despite the improvement, it is still a lot for the patients and the
Yeah.
caregiver. So to find a pathway in any way to make this easier on them, I think would be something I would like to see. Hopefully.
Absolutely. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but certainly within our lifetime, that would be incredible. Um, so when you're not involved in nursing, when you're not at the hospital or working on abstracts and papers, what are you up to? What's your idea of a perfect weekend?
Have a perfect weekend. Anytime I could spend with my daughter. She's a year and a half, so we're
Awesome.
spending time with her and my husband, and I'm really close with my sisters, who they're both amazing. So just to be able to spend time with my fantastic and beautiful family is whatever we're doing, I'm happy. Just being to be able to be with them.
Yep, that's what it's all for. So I love that. Well, Amy, thanks for taking the time to chat with me today. It's always great to meet someone new, a new face from the ISHLT community. Is there anything else you want to share with the family that we haven't covered today?
No, I just thank you so much for even thinking to speak with me. I appreciate it. It's so nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you